U here rather than
AKAIR.
rather than.
And I have some stuff on them, but.
Okay, in 3, 2, 1.
Hello, this is Dondi, Vice Chair of the Allied Council, and today we're here to give you a little more information from our Monday morning meeting with Marcella, and this is who, what, and why. And today we have Ed Olson here, and we have Bill Heiss, and Bill Heiss is Bob Heiss. I'm sorry, Bob. Thank you. There's too many Bills and too many Bobs around.
That's right.
Today, though, we're going to talk a little bit about our meeting that we had on Monday morning, which was a very interesting and productive day, I think, one of our best. And I'm going to ask Bob Heiss first to talk a little bit about the bowling alley, because we have a lot of people around that are interested in the bowling alley and would like to get ready to bowl. So Bob, would you take over?
Sure. Thanks, Dondi. The first thing I'm going to say is that the people in the know said don't use the word bowling alley. It's bowling lanes. It is going to be the bowling center, like we have the social center and so forth.
Very good.
Well, to start with, Marcella gave us a charge of coming up with a concept paper to how to operate the bowling lanes and how to manage it, what hours of operation, what the mix would be, and so forth. So what we've accomplished so far, which is not an awful lot, but from a standpoint of bowling hours, we're looking to try to keep the bowling center open from 9 in the morning until 8 in the evening. And that would be Monday through Saturday. Sunday, it would be 10 to 5. The breakdown would be a mix with both public and members. However, we would limit the bowling to members only on all the weekdays from 9 until 3. And during that time, we would have specific scheduled time for wheelchair bowling. We still have the equipment to do that, for other handicap bowling, for memory center, for therapeutic bowling. Those things would all be scheduled during those hours. And the hours that are not scheduled specifically would be open for any of the members to bowl. Now, it's possible they might have a small league at that time as well. Then in the afternoons from 4 o'clock to 8, note I left an hour open there. That's for cleaning the lanes and getting things ready for tournament bowling. They're more particular when you have leagues bowling. Everything has to be just right, and we want to make sure we stay with those standards in accordance with the American Bowling Congress. So in the afternoons, it would be a mix, either outside leagues totally, our own leagues, and those, of course, would all be scheduled on a first-come, first basis, but we would give priority to our members. Now that's the one side, that's the people using. Oh, and I didn't mention Saturday and Sunday. Saturday and Sunday would be family days, which would be a mix all day, excepting for Saturday evening, which would be league play. Many times on weekends we have families here. I'd like to have your children have something for them to do, and we think bowling would be a great outlet. Now on the other side of the coin, the management of it. We're coming to believe that we could have member helpers take care of the bowling situation in the morning up until 3 o'clock. From that point on, we would have a paid employee of some description. And there's 3 possible alternatives that we see on the management. One would be to partner with Napa Bowl. The other one would be to partner with Yountville Parks and Recreation. And I've already spoken with Ed Warren, and this very evening he's going to meet with them and bring the subject up. And the third alternative would be an independent contractor, either an individual or a company like ACAR, who does that sort of thing. So we have lots of things to look at, and our final recommendation will be going forward to Marcella early next week. And that's about all I have on the bowling situation.
Thank you, Bob. And I remembered Bob and not Bill. My memory's a little bit lax here. I had a little bit of stroke right before, well, about 6 weeks ago, and I'm back, but I'm having a little bit of trouble remembering things, so just remember and help me out when you see me, and tell me your name if I forget it. So now I'm going to turn this over to Ed, and he's going to talk about the hostess house, which is, well, I'll let him tell you all about it.
Okay. All right. Hello. I would like to add a couple of things relative to the bowling thing, and that's that Marcella says there's significant amounts of money available to do this. It means that we would be replacing the equipment, the mechanical setting equipment would be all new, because it goes back, I think, to 1954 or so, and also there would be new electronic scoring devices that would be installed. So it would be all new when we get it done. And the difficulties, we have money, but there's always part of the difficulties that whenever we get this plan in action to do it is to get the state to be able to respond quick enough to get the people in there to do the job. So again, you have to be patient, but I think the end results is going to be incredible. We're going to have a wonderful bowling lanes down there that will satisfy everybody. And if any of you, by the way, have any ideas and suggestions on what you'd like to see in the bowling alley, don't feel free to bring them into the Allied Council office or contact Dondi or Bob and suggest some things they may have thought of. And by the way, these plans are basically, they're basically a plan, and it can change or vary. And the council will certainly look at it. Marcel will look at it, and eventually, when everything seems right, we'll submit that. And in the meantime, hopefully, they'll be working on getting the money and the contractors in to do the work. So, and now I'd like to talk a little bit about the hostess house. And a hostess house, is, if you all don't know, is the 8-room, small motel-like structure we have that is up near the hospital. And it has been used for many, many years since it was built to take care of members when they came in to visit somebody in the hospital, and or eventually it was set up to we could bring our family or friends in. So this is the way it's working. But it's been run down for many years, and we're trying to get enough money and the workers to come in and completely revamp it. There's a number of possibilities. We're looking at total renew, maybe fix up what's there and add some new units alongside of it. There's a possibility of tearing everything down and rebuilding new, and this is all, again, they're in planning stages, but what we want is to make it at least fixed well enough so everybody will feel comfortable when they come to visit. So we look forward to that happening too, hopefully in the next year. And we're looking at going to outside sources for money. There's a possibility the American Legion has supposedly might be interested in working with us, and they're working on that. We're also thinking about some way that we can write grants from out of the Allied Council and make that work. So that's something to look forward to. Dondi?
Bob, I would just like to ask one question. Do we have any plans to bring food in to the outside for the members or for anybody? You know, like when I'm at the bowling alley, I get a little hungry, and a lot of other people do too. Are we going to have something like that?
Yes, Dondi, we have talked about that. We have to go back and talk with the fire marshal, because the fire marshal has said you can't have anything in the hallways. But as those of you who have been in the building since it's been reconfigured, or previously, there's quite a wide spot in the hallway right outside the bowling center where the windows are. And one of the thoughts was to possibly have lockers facing in towards the windows to make a break, so that would be directly in line with the edge of the hallway, so we wouldn't be intruding into the hallway. Then there would be plenty of room there to put up maybe 6 tables so that food could be there. People can sit there and watch the bowling, make it a little bit more friendly to the bowlers and to their guests. So yes, we have talked about that, and of course when the Heroes Cafe is open, that'll be the source of the food, and as in previous years, the evening bowlers, they always used to like to go up to the tavern, the social center, and have a glass of beer, a glass of wine afterwards. So all in all, it should be a big improvement as far as a profit center is concerned.
Absolutely.
That's what we're looking for, a little bit of profit as well as having a lot of fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
Speaking of fun, I want to invite you all again. Once again, we're having as a regular Saturday at, I think they start selling tickets at 4:30. Bingo, bingo, everybody, think bingo. Come over to the Member Service Center where we are now in, bingo is being held in the cafe, will be eventually be the Heroes Cafe. Well, right now there's nothing in there. We've put tables in there for bingo. We're going to leave them there until such time as the cafe is going to have their equipment in there. So we're not sure when that is, but for the next number of weeks, we will be in the cafe. Bingo is a lot of fun there. It works really well. We're going to have the old bingo system back where I think it has balls and so forth to pick the bingos. It'll be much clearer and easier to use. We had a new computer system that wasn't very, didn't seem to be very happy with us, and we weren't very happy with it. So we're going to get rid of that and bring in the old system. So please come out Saturday, play bingo with us. It's a lot of fun. I had never done that. For 4.5 years, I had never played bingo. I went over there a couple of Saturdays in a row because I was needed to be there, and I played bingo, and I said, God, this is really fun. I should do this more often. So come over and join us, and we have refreshments there, too. So you can make money, you can lose a little, and you can have some refreshments. So join us. I got a couple other things, but if you would like to add something.
Yeah, like you, Ed, I had not played bingo for many, many years, and I went over there, and I'm hooked now because I won. I won $25 that first night. That more than paid for all my expense.
All right.
I'm not going to comment about how well I did last Saturday, but I'm going to be back.
Okay, Ed, are you finished? Do you have one more?
No, I got lots of things. I can go on forever. Not forever. Donnie says I can't talk forever, so I won't. Anyway, I did want to mention a couple of other things that we have looked at. We're evaluating some drapes for the Grant Hall, and they will be full length of the windows, and they will be room darkening drapes, so they'll keep a lot of the light out when during the day when we want to show something. So this is in process. We're going to get a couple of samples of materials and look at, but I think it's going to be really, really nice to get that there. That will help with the sound vibrations, etc. So that's going to be good. That's coming up not too long. I also wanted to mention that I've gone around and evaluated some time ago how many new TVs we needed in the common rooms, and every building needs at least 2 or 3 new TVs. Well, that's going to happen. Marcella's already she sent people around. They know exactly what size they're going to get and how to mount them on the walls. It's all been approved. Probably be 52-inch TVs in the common rooms. That's going to be great, and hopefully then we'll eventually have high definition there, and you guys are going to be wowed. It's going to be so much fun. So look forward to that, and that will be coming up. Also, I'd like to mention that until the Heroes Cafe opens, there's not a place to, and when we are open till 9 o'clock, hopefully that will be not too long. When we do keep it open late, there's not a place to go have coffee or anything. So we're going to try to set up something maybe in that cafe where the bingo tables are and have coffee and some snacks there. So lots of things we're working on, and believe me, the Allied Council does keep busy working on this.
The other thing I would like to ask, the time bingo starts?
Oh, bingo actually starts, okay. Yeah, bingo starts at 5 o'clock, but you can get there early to buy your tickets and so forth. So come over at 4:30, and then it goes from 5 to 8 or 8:30. A lot of fun.
Okay, this is it. And we want to thank you for looking in to Who, What, and Why.
See you in a couple
and
of
we'll
days.
see you again. Bye.